Hey, it's Sam. I'm here in Mexico at, whoops, there goes the hat, Chichen Itza. Wait a minute, get my hat. Okay. This is Chichen Itza, the famous Mayan archaeological site. This was the home of the Mayan Empire up until about the 12th century, 13th century. And it's an incredible site. The reason I'm making this video actually is because I talk about Mercury Retrograde and Debilitated. This is what's happening in the sky right now. And the Mercury Retrograde and Debilitation brings into question a thing that's called neecha banga, which is falsely said to reverse the debilitation. It doesn't actually reverse it because Mercury in the sky right now is in Pisces, and this has us kind of confusing details a little bit, sort of miscommunicating, kind of getting important details mixed up. I know I've experienced quite a bit of that lately myself, both in what I do, what I've been doing with my work, and seeing a lot of people around me also mixing things up. But here recently, since Mercury turned retrograde a couple days ago, I think it was on Sunday night, since Mercury turned retrograde, it actually has the effect of reversing the problem of Mercury debilitated. So a lot is made about Mercury retrograde, but actually the debilitation of Mercury is just as difficult, if not even more difficult, because when Mercury went into Pisces, that's when we really had a tendency to kind of confuse details. Because Mercury it's exalted in Virgo, where we're really on top of all of the details, and we stay on top of things. Because Virgo is about managing and organizing all the details in life, making sure everything is straight, slowing down, being practical. Pisces is about everything sort of blurring together, and so when Mercury goes into Pisces, all the details sort of blur together, and we're very emotional. We just kind of everything will take care of itself, instead of actually managing things and taking care of them. So what happens is when the debilitated planet goes retrograde, what happens is it doesn't reverse the quality of the retrograde of the debilitated planet, but what it does is a few things. First of all, it can tend to make us hesitate with using that, meaning we are less confident in the planet when it's retrograde. It tends to back up in our consciousness, and we're less apt to just act impulsively with it. So in this case, it means we're less likely to misspeak, miscommunicate, and therefore use that debilitated Mercury and that sort of confusing communication. That's the first thing. The other thing is a retrograde planet will tend to bring a reversal of, let's say, recent events or something of that nature. So let's say, for instance, when Mercury's now retrograde in Pisces, where he's also debilitated. Since Mercury went into Pisces, which was about 10 days ago, I don't remember exactly, the things that started to mess up since then, you might find easy solutions to right now, or you might find them even kind of in real time, like a situation will be kind of stuck and messed up, and then it'll suddenly kind of turn around. There'll be this quick sort of reversal of something that's Mercury debilitated related, meaning somebody's misspeaking, somebody's not paying attention to the details they should be paying attention to, all this stuff which is Mercury debilitated, but then it just works out. It gets reversed and a solution is found very quickly. That's the retrograde debilitated planet. So the thing to also know is that this idea that it overcomes it or makes the retrograde planet like it's exalted or all this stuff. Neecha banga doesn't mean that you don't still have the problem of that planet. Mercury is still debilitated. You're still going to have a tendency to maybe misspeak, or people aren't going to be paying attention to details, or you're not, and things like that. But when it goes retrograde, first of all, we lack confidence with it, so we don't misuse it as much. And the other thing is we just find easy solutions sometimes with the retrograde debilitated planet. So a situation that maybe didn't work out right, all of a sudden there's an easy solution because it's retrograde and it tends to reverse some of the difficulty. So just wanted to make that video. It's been something that has happened with me lately, And I also, I'm here in this amazing location. I just wanted to maybe share it with you a little bit too. A little tour. Chichen Itza. This is the land of the Maya. There goes my hat. Land of the Maya. Right there is what's called the ball court. So I make a little movie of our mango, of our chili mango, huh? With Armando and Luis here in we're near Chichen Itza. Is it still Chichen Itza?
It is the snack mango. This is Iquil.
Iquil,
which is the underground river, which means place of the wind.
Place of the wind.
Place of the wind.
It's beautiful here. Look at all the beautiful flowers. And I forgot to bring my swimming trunks, so I'm sitting here with Armando and Luis in this place. And I tried one of these chile mangoes. This is a Yucatan delicacy, huh?
Yeah.
From the Yucatan, huh? We take mango and what kind of chili?
Dry chili.
Dry chili. What kind of chili?
This is like Serrano dry chili.
Serrano dry chili.
Which is 30% compared with the habanero.
30% compared with habanero. And of course you need to have a modelo, huh?
Modelo. Yeah, to bring it down a little bit.
Little delicacy.